Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back today to work on this little house to go in my autumn journal, which is right here. I have all the other stuff over there, but I had this setting on my table. So we are working along, and we're going to work on this envelope. This, I didn't have another one of those great big window envelopes like I have on the Halloween one, so we're going to use this one. I'm just going to put this piece of paper, a scrap from one of my digitals. I think this was my Spill and Tea digital. But anyway, just behind there so that that blue is covered up. And then we're going to turn this into a tag. And this is from Joey Cardmaker's Autumn Folk digital download. And we're going to use some other pieces too from that. But anyway, first, I want to paint this. And instead of having the house inside the window, because clearly that's not a big enough space, we're going to put the house on the outside. So, similar but different. All right, so we're going to paint this little house just using acrylic paint. This is just regular, this cadmium red. I have some raw umber and some lamp black. And I don't know, these are paints that my husband got to paint his little 3D printed things that he makes, but he figured out these don't work, so they became mine. Which works great for me. So anyway, how y'all doing? I hope you're fantastic. I want to say hugs and blessings to Debbie B. User UD8OU9ES9I. You know who you are. And Love for Paper 6203. So hi and blessings and hugs and all those good things to all you guys for your kind and wonderful continued support and comments. I so appreciate you guys. Welcome to any new subscribers and returning subscribers. Love all of you. So I'm just kind of mixing the brown and this red color together. No particular rhyme or reason to it, just to get some variation in color. I didn't want it to just be flat red or brown or whatever. So kind of gives it that feel of maybe brick or something. I think I need a tiny bit more red here. So yeah, it's a nice, beautiful day today. I hope this is signifying autumn coming. I know we'll still have our hot days, but it's in the 70s and it's beautiful and the sun is shining, and that just makes me so happy. I can't even tell you. So anyways, poor daughter this morning, she called her dad upset, and I talked to her too, but her car is dead again. After they assured us that there was nothing wrong with it. So had to get it towed again. I'm telling you, I'm about ready to punt. Craziness of life sometimes. I mean, eventually she's gonna have to get something else, but it's like if it could just make it through this year, that would be fantastic, but it probably won't, because that's just how it goes, right? Am I right about that? I mean, we'll get it all sorted out. We'll get it fixed, but it's just, ay. Poor thing. She needed to get to a, she had some stuff she had to print out. Something, I don't really totally understand. It's something with graphic design, and you have to go to this print lab thing. But anyways, she needed to get there this morning and couldn't, but then when she got there, it was locked. I don't, she just had a morning. We'll just say that. You know, life. And I'm just jabbering because that's what's on my mind. So anyways, it's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. I mean, nothing awful, just more frustration than anything, right? Put a little more red on here, I think. And I mean, you could draw in, you know, little brick lines and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know that I'll do that, but I just wanted some color on it, other than the craft color. And then I'm going to paint that little roof black. So that's why I'm keeping it craft color at the moment. But you could go solid red or pick a color from whatever kit you're using to do these as well. So however you like. All right. I'd still need this to do this roof, huh? Let me get some black out. Thought about letting it dry first, but I think we'll just do it, because then we can move on to other bits and pieces. Clean that out. So how are y'all doing? Oh, prayers and blessings and safety to all the people in the line of that hurricane, from what I've heard so far, and I could be wrong because I do not live anywhere near Florida. It sounds like it's maybe a little tamer than they thought it might be, so I'm praying that's the truth. I know there'll still be damage. There always is, but I'm thinking about you guys. I do have some subscribers and friends there, so, and just in general, prayers and safety to all those people. Don't need any more drama or trauma in this world. We have enough. So yeah, that's kind of a transformation, right? When you see them go from just the plain craft paper to something a little more. Might have to make this one a little wider over here since I got carried away with that one a little. It's looking pretty good though. I might add some little white brick lines to that because it's kind of dark, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to set that aside so it can get all the way dry, and then we will come back to it. If I had something else to use my paint on, I would, but I don't at the moment, so. Okay, so here's our little journal. I don't need these yet because I'm not using those yet. The first thing I think I'll do is this little, I want to do another one of these little scrappy deals that we did not too long ago, where I just used, you know, scrap paper strips that, you know, you cut off of whatever you're making and they get left. So if you didn't see me do these, I did these little scrappy clusters, and so we're gonna do one of those, but with some of the papers and things from this kit. Trying to decide. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this like a pocket. That's what it was. I was going to use these bits to do a pocket, and then I'm going to use this little, these are in Joey's kit. They're actually tickets, and I just cut the ticket part off because I wanted it to fit in there. But, you know, obviously you can leave the ticket part on if you want to do that. What was I was going to do something else with that. That's for the envelope, and that's for the envelope. Okay. Sorry, I did this the other day and I'm trying to remember what my plan was. So this is just going to basically be what it is. Just slides in and out of our little cluster, but this cluster is more than a cluster because it's going to hold a little tiny ticket tag. And this little heart is in the kit. So I'm going to use that. This is just a piece of old book page. So I'm going to glue across here. And it doesn't have to be anything super sturdy because it's such a tiny little tag. I think it'll be just fine. And it's not going to be bent a lot or anything. And it does hang over a little bit, but I'm kind of like okay with that. I kind of like how it looks with that paper hanging up there. And then we're going to take this one and mostly glue this side. You could turn it into like a double little tucky spot if you wanted to have two little tucky spots. That is the technical term, a tucky spot. I'm going to hang it over just a bit, so I want to make sure I don't glue it closed. And then I'm going to put the heart on this little leaf. Sorry, little leaf. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to do some little doodles on there because I want to. Just because I feel like it. But you don't have to. Go around our heart as best I can with my shaky hands. Okay. Just adds a little, I don't know, whimsy to it. But if you don't like that look, don't do it. And I'm going to punch a hole in there like we did with those other little tickets I made just because I liked how it looked. Feel like it, ow, adds it. You don't want your finger in there, by the way. Jeez. Smart, Amy. Okay. So we'll put that up here, but first we're going to cover this using, this is one of my number 10 window envelope covers, and that's what that particular one is in, is the number 10 window envelope covers kit, and it comes with a bunch of different ones. But of course, you don't need these. You can just collage around there like we did with the Halloween one. That totally works too. It's just I had this one and it was like, that works. It's a nice neutral background, so I'm going to do that on there. But first I'm going to ink this because I always seem to miss, or a spot shows that's white and then it bugs me. So trying to prevent my irritation. Okay, let's get this piece glued in first because this will probably be a nightmare. Gluing into envelopes, pieces into envelopes is never fun. I don't need to do the other side. I want to thank my friend Nan. She gave me some glue and some goodies. The sweetest Nan. Thank you so much, my friend. If I can get this in here, see. This is always the tricky part. It fits because I know it fits, but it's the getting it in there part. And then I always get it on the window. If anybody knows an easy way to do this, I would absolutely love to know what it is, because I do not have luck with this. The easiest thing, obviously, is to keep it close to the unglued side. That is the easiest. It's just easier said than done. See, like just there. And the thing is, you want it glued pretty good because otherwise you're going to be catching it on everything. Okay, so I pretty much have that lined up. So I'm going to hold it tight right there. Yeesh. I'm telling you. That is one of my, that and sewing in signatures. I think I just get all in my head with the signature sewing thing. I don't know. You'd think by now I'd be good at it, but I don't know that that'll ever really happen. And we're going to mark on here where this needs to go so that our window is proper. So let's see. It's barely anything off of there, of course. And we're all the way down here. Okay, we're going to attempt. We might just rough that up a little bit, but it needs a little less. The thing is, you can't move it up or down either, because then the window won't line up, if you see what I'm saying. So you got to go with what it is. I mean, it can be a little bit off and I can ink. That is the advantage of inking. Covers a multitude of sins. There we go, hopefully. That. I just love this kit, Joey. It is the cutest. I mean, I know this isn't in it, but I just mean your folk art kit is very cute. Okay, see, I ripped way off there. I feel like I need just a little bit more off of that side. And I know that that will probably make it have a gap there too, but we'll ink and do other things. We can fix it by gluing other bits of paper there too. If I didn't like the torn edges, you know, if you're smart, you'll like cut edges, because then you won't have all these problems of tearing it too small. You might cut it too small, but it's usually a little easier when cutting. Sorry, I keep flipping and flipping and flipping. You're probably getting seasick. Did I see this part not glued very well? Oh, you know what it is? It's the envelope, because sometimes these envelopes aren't glued completely on the edges, which is easily fixed, but that's a fact. Yeesh. My prayers go out to the people in Hawaii too still. What a mess, honestly. So sending love to you guys. I know that doesn't really help, but all those children and people missing. Oh my goodness. It's so horrible. Okay, let's see. I need my little glue erasers. I moved everything around now because I got this different counter and it's lifted a little bit from my desk, so. Alrighty, that is covered. And this, I'm trying to decide. I think I might just, do I want to glue it on there? I kind of want something out the top, huh? Some sort of like fabric or yarn. Let's see what I got. I got my big old, ooh, this would work. My big old coffee jug thing full of bits and pieces of either fabric or trim or whatever. This little piece is perfect for this look. We could turn it into a little tuck too. That was kind of a lot extra, huh? Maybe I should cut a shorter piece just because I don't want to waste it, because I could use a little piece somewhere else. And I have no idea where this came from. Probably Walmart. My daughter and I used to make her all kinds of hair accessory things, and we would go to Walmart and buy all kinds of little ribbon trims or whatnot. So that's probably where that came from. I think I'm just going to glue it on because it's already a little tuck, and there's going to be other things here, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to glue it. Has a cute little decoration up here. Okay. Let me grab the house. That's all curled up now. It's dry. It's a little curly. And then we're gonna, I think that's what I was thinking. This would go down here. Most likely. Just a little piece of old book page. 1906 on it. 1904 and 1906. Or this could have been for the tag too. Oh well, we'll fix it all up. And that's going to get covered up. So probably shouldn't have used that for that, but that's okay. Our little house. And then this tree is in Joey's Fussy Cuts. That'd be fun to have the little tree on there. Oh, I know. I was going to put this behind the house and then cut it out. I think it'd be fun to have those sunflowers peeking through. I mean, obviously, that's not what you would see looking into a house, but I think that's what we're going to do. It'll just brighten it up and make it happy. Okay. I kind of want to see one of these blue centered little flowers. And then I also have a blue heart that just fell away from me that I'm going to put on the house. Now you could do this a lot like I did the Halloween house too, with just some yellow in the background, or if you want to peek some people, you know, like they're peeking out the windows or whatever. But I just want to do this. I kind of like that down there. It sort of like gives it a, I don't know, finished edge or something. Do I like that? Do I not like it? I think I like it. And I'm just going to put this here. And we'll put the little blue heart on the house right there. I think that will be very cute. Let's ink around this just in case there's some of the white from the paper showing. Okay. Just mowing through the glue pages today. All the glue went oozing through those window spots. I like those that little owl envelope, easy for me to say. And I don't mind that it's covering that window a little. I don't think that's a big deal. It'll be fine. Put that there. And where's my little heart? There it is. I'm going to use some of this, just, I don't know, gluing on that might be a little tricky. Okay, it's probably crooked because I did it. Yay! I like that. I think that's very cute. All right, so then in our pocket, we're going to have the little house tag, and that's going to be fairly simple, just because it already has all those adorable little houses on it. If I can find where I set it. Here, yeah, that was supposed to go down there, but that's okay. We'll find something else. So see, when it goes in here, it's not going to be perfect. I couldn't get the perfect lineup, but you'll see the sides of the houses and things in there, so I think that's fun. So we will glue this piece on, ink it a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to put a whole bunch on here because it is already very cute the way it is. I do want to cut the edges though, so it looks more like a tag. I've got so many things sitting there, I don't know which one to grab. A little bit crooked there, Amy. Oh, it's down. Okay, let's see what we can find to put on the bottom. Let's see. I don't know why I like this stuff from this old Los Angeles directory, but it's just got a lot of numbers, and I don't know. I just find it interesting. I like the look of it. I think I'll tear just a little bit more off. Don't want to cover up the bicycle. Clearly this wouldn't be Los Angeles, but it's just fun. The patina on this paper is great too. Okay, there's that, and then we're gonna do the corners. There's the rounder, but we want the tag flat edge. Oh, backing. Let me see. This is a jelly plate. If you use those big packing bubbles, you get those cool squares. They were kind of square packing bubbles. I think I'm just going to rough this up a little bit because I don't want to make it any shorter or less width on it. And on my jelly plate, it's usually my sister and I that do this, but anyway, we use the oxide inks. I don't know, I like it better than the paint. The paint sort of stifles my creativity because I feel like all I'm doing is like cleaning off the jelly plate. I know you can, you know, just keep adding to it and pulling different stuff up, but I always just feel like it ends up being muddy and all I'm doing is trying to wipe off the excess paint, and I don't know. I just prefer the oxide inks myself, but that's just me. If I have to clean up after it every time, I lose interest. It's like, never mind, it's more work than it's worth. I know, it's silly, but I love what other people do with it. It's like, wow, that's really cool, but I just don't have the patience for it, I guess. Same with sewing. Don't have the patience for that either. Okay, now we can chomp the corners. And I don't want a topper because it's coming in and out of a pocket from the side. It does feel like it needs something else though, like a phrase or something. Let's see. This is what it looks like in his shop if you want to pop over there and check it out. Very worthwhile, I say. We could do kind of maybe a September might look cool on there. Could do one of those too. Okay, I'm going to cut those out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've cut my pieces out and I'm going to put my September up here. I cut out one of these cute little sunflowers out of the sunflower paper we used, and I'm going to put that there, and we're going to put our little tab over here. So let's get all that on. I feel like I'm dark today for some reason. I'm not sure why. All the lights are on. And it's sunny out, but I have my blinds partially closed too because otherwise this room just gets too hot. Too hot. It's great in the winter, but not in the summer. We'll do our little September. Looks like a September type day there. Thought about November because it was blue, but I don't know about where you're at, but in November we usually have snow and no more leaves on our trees. Let's scoot it down just a little bit because I have a feeling, I think you see this part in the window, but we'll just scoot it down a little. Okay, great little tabs. Oh, I want to show you. This is my friend Nan. She made this doing the Watercolor Wednesday number 9, where we just did the brush strokes and then drew in. Didn't she do great? It's so fantastic. I love this. So anyways, super fun. Thank you, Nan. I hope I put that on the right side. Yeah, I did. You just never know. You never know with me. Yay, it worked. All the things. All the things happened right. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you go over and check out Joy Card Maker Shop. He does have just lovely digitals and lots of other ones too. I'm going to stitch around that too. But anyhow, so there's our little house, our little girl in her spot in the cluster there. So that's how, just one way you can use those clusters. Like I said, you can turn them into tucks and all kinds of things, but they're just super fun. Just add something, because without that, I mean, you could have written right here, but I don't know, it was just kind of a weird spot. So just a way to decorate it up. So anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.